we came to Charlotte. We wanted to get out of the snow and the cold and move south. And Chuck asked me about Greensboro. And I said, no, I don't think I want to live in Greensboro. He said, well, where do you want to live? And I said, I think I want to live in Charlotte. He said, well, that's a good compromise. So we came to Charlotte and we stayed in Uptown because there was a football game going on. And so we got tickets for the football game and loved being in the stadium. We had very good seats. And then after that, we decided just to drive around and just see Charlotte. And we saw Beatties Ford Road and we came down Beatties Ford Road, and every neighborhood we just stopped in and looked around until we came all the way down to the entrance here. And I said, let's turn in there. And when we turned in, we started looking at the homes that were in this area, and we didn't know that it was Hyde Park at that point. And we looked at them. I said, Chuck, there's some nice houses here. Let's keep driving around here. So we saw a home that was for sale and decided to call and see if we could get someone to come and open it for us so we could look inside.
I was so excited about this house the first time I looked at it from the outside. When I came inside, I was really disappointed because it was in pretty rough shape. But I kept telling myself, we can do this. We never had a house this big or property this large where we came from. Uh, but I was so excited about it. I was ready to buy it on site. Uh, and one of the first things I did was that wall right there was a full mirror, and it went all the way up to the ceiling, all the way, the whole thing, the whole wall was mirror. And I called Linda and I says, one of the first things we're going to do if we buy this house is take a brick and bomb the bomb that mirror. And from there, we just did a total rehab. It took a while, but uh, we're excited about it. We're excited about the house, the property, the neighborhood, and of course the city. The city of Charlotte is amazing. We really like it.
As we started to live in it and we knew we were going to have it for a while, Chuck would tell me, Linda, you've got to be patient. It's going to take a while for us to make the house into what we want. And so patience was the key word for me because I can be an impatient person. I believe we started out with the hardwood floors. There
Mhm.
was a gentleman who came in and worked on the floors for us, and we have hardwood floors in the living room, in the dining area, in the kitchen, in the keeping room. We just loved hardwood floors, and I think that was the very first thing we did. After that, we began to talk about what we really wanted. How can we make this house what we want so that we can feel good in it as well? The kitchen was one of the first things. The home had like a breakfast nook and then the cooking area, the kitchen. And so Chuck, um, he had great skills at that point. And so I said one day, can you just get rid of this cabinet? It's out and I can't see to do what I need to do. And he said, sure, I could take it down. You have to move all the things out though. So I was taking everything out, and before I knew it, he had taken that down, which opened up that space. And then we needed to find someone who could come in and talk to us about what we'd like to see in that kitchen. So we did that, and we're thrilled with the kitchen. Chuck did a couple of big windows in there for us. We didn't have um, granite countertops at that time, so we needed to do that. We needed cabinets that we wanted. So those are the things that we worked on, I believe, first. And then we moved into this area and said, okay, what do we need to do in here? And as I said, he's the one who did most of the painting. The lights in the ceiling, we had to have that done. We had 6 windows in here at the beginning, and it's just been recently that we took those windows down and put 3 large windows in here because we wanted the light to come in, but we also wanted to be able to see out and see the front yard and see the shrubs and the trees, which he has done a lot of at that time too. With the furniture, we just began to really take things that we already had and just move them in here. And we loved African American art by African Americans. And that's what we did on the walls. We wanted to make sure that that's what we had on our walls to make it feel like we belong here and make it feel homey for us. And so it's been wonderful to be in Charlotte and to go to South Carolina, St. Helena, and just find art that we liked to put on our walls. And so the chair, that's a unique chair, belonged to my grandmother. And I thought that would be good in here with modern. We like modern things, but that chair is not modern at all. But it looks good to be in here with the other modern pieces.
You know, I'm a patient person outright, and I just enjoyed every single minute, second, hour, day, month, years working on this house. It was a dream come true for myself and Linda and our family. So I was just in awe of what we were putting together in terms of an old house that was in pretty bad shape when we bought it, and turning it into something that we're really proud of and that the neighborhood is proud of.